Alright, hello, I'm Jog, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Last time, we dealt with the two towers, that being the Tower of Hera and the Tower of Hyrule Castle. We defeated not only Moldrum, but also Aghanim, and, well, got teleported to the Dark World. It's now our mission to go and try to save the 7 stolen Maidens. So, yeah, we got a bit of a walk ahead of us. But before we do that, let's actually head down this way. Because this looks awfully suspicious, don't you think? Well, if we use this, and go under the bridge, and go talk to this guy, and deal with the ice physics of being in the water. Yo, Link! You seem to be in a heap of trouble, so here, take this! We get our 3rd out of 4 medical bottles, so there we go. Not too bad, only 1 more remains, so yes! And considering how useful bottles are, I will not at all be upset about that. Either way, we want to go over this way, and I did forget at the time, we do need money for what's coming up ahead. So, yeah, make sure you have some cash. I'm definitely going to put a comment in the video for the previous one. Also, these guys, I think they're called Hinox, very weak to bombs. They'll take a couple swings from the sword, but I believe they die with 1 hit from a bomb, so if you're having trouble with them. You're new here, aren't you? Did you come here looking for the power of gold? Well, you're too late. It will be the first person who touches it. The man who claimed the power of gold was for this world. It reflects his heart. Yes, I'm here because of the greed of the golden power. And look what happened to me! To restore the golden land, a person worthy of the golden power must defeat the man who created this place. Till that time, I'm stuck in this bizarre shape. But what a mischievous thing to leave lying around. The power of gold. Triforce. Yes, that's the first time we've heard about the power of gold, but not what it was actually called. I mean, it could have been implied or hinted at, especially with the opening cinematic, but yes. Here we find out that the entire Dark World is set up because somebody touched the Triforce and created this evil world. Aghanim? Maybe. Either way, welcome to the Dark World. It's a little bit annoying to get through this. I don't know why I had trouble getting through that. We got a little bit of a maze out here. We need to get through. And you can mostly figure out where the go based around the bubbles showing up on top of the grassy tree thing. I have no idea what these even are. Thicket? Whatever it is. This part is the worst. This one took me a while to figure out as a kid. Either way, we need to go through. Try to find a way out. And I might notice something behind me. Something that looks a little bit odd. Oh, no, it's behind me all the time. Okay, didn't show up till right around this way. I'm Kiki the monkey. Kiki. I love rubies more than anything. Can you spare 10? Sure, have 10. Kiki, your choice. I will come to you for a while. Kiki. Kiki the monkey is necessary. I believe it's gonna cost us 110 rupees. Ooh, that was close. Oh, did mine? Wow, I didn't know my sword actually destroyed the bombs. Either way, we don't want to go down. We want to go up. This way, because we want to go over towards, well, the I did not know that Kiki would leave if I got hit by that. I'm not gonna lie, that's the first time I've ever gotten hit. Well, maybe not the first time, but it's the first time in a long time. Also, I took a lot of damage out of that one. Ouch. Yo, Kiki, come back. Kiki, I love money, yes. Well, that's unfortunate. I didn't realize Kiki would flee so easily. Or was it because I took too long? I don't know. I'm assuming it was because I got hit, but either way, we need Kiki to go up this way. Kiki! Give me 100 rupees, I'll open the entrance for you, Kiki! What will you do? Alright, open it. Good choice! And I got 100 rupees, Kiki! I don't know what these are supposed to be. Are these like gorilla statues? I have no idea. Either way, thank you, Kiki. That's all I need you for. Welcome to the Palace of Darkness. Very similar to the Eastern Palace, found in the exact same location. And I appreciate how the opening is very similar. Because you might think, oh, just go through the front, but there's a locked door over there. So we can't just go through that front gate, we do have to actually go around a little bit. And I'm gonna say, this is gonna be a difficult dungeon, especially compared to what came beforehand. It's gonna be... The enemies are gonna be tougher. Exploration's gonna be a little bit more confusing. But once you get past this one, I feel like you're more prepared for everything else that will... Well, maybe not everything. You'll be more prepared for things to come up ahead. That being said, there will be many troubles and dangers that will lie in wait for us. Well, specifically, some bosses. Either way, before we do that, magic powder, because I said before, anti-fairies. If you actually do that, they turn into normal fairies. Unfortunately, it was a little bit close, and I kind of transformed it. There we go. Great way to get yourself healed up for the cost of a little bit of magic, and yeah. These guys, be careful when they are doing their little animation, because if you strike them, they're electric. These guys can be a little bit annoying if you don't know what you're doing. Because these guys can get hurt by your sword. The red guy, not so much. The best option for dealing with these guys just in general is arrows. Also, red guy, careful. He spits fireballs at you that your shield cannot block, apparently. How do you know to use the arrows? I would say essentially because of that. The fact that arrows were found in the room, and I just got shocked. These red guys are more annoying. You hit them, and then they split up. Again, sometimes it's just more advantageous just to ignore the enemies rather than trying to fight them. Alright, we got 2 things for bombs. One for you, one for you. I want to say left-hand side is required, right-hand side has fairies. Also, we get a little bit more of the dungeon. And yes, this is what I was kind of talking before about things being a little bit more difficult, or complex, I guess would be a better way to phrase it. Because that key could be a little bit annoying if you didn't keep an open eye for everything. I'd love to keep that fairy in a bottle, that bottle in a fairy, but I don't have room for that. Also, again, this is a great use of the magic mirror, just being able to just whoop yourself back to the entrance. And I shouldn't be needing that one again, so let me just put on the bow. Actually, no, I want bombs! These guys! Can't hurt them. Can't hurt them unless we have some way of actually causing, like, I don't know, an earthquake. Which, well, we can't currently do. Oops, I just dropped a bomb. Well, that was an accident. Oh, no, wait, the floor collapses. This is another one. This is definitely something that stumped me for the longest time. First time playing this. Actually, am I going? I might be too early for this one. Am I? No, I can't be. I'm mistaking this for something else. This is the big key. I'm mistaken that I needed the big key to get up here. No, this is where I get the big key. Because again, finding that is what threw me off for the longest time. Key! Oh, okay. One of those skeletons were a little bit funky looking. Actually, no, the whatchamacallit would be perfect right now. Magic mirror. Because we got everything out from there. And yes, now hopefully we can get a little bit more progress into the dungeon rather than keep going back to the entrance every 5 seconds. Okay, push the block, thank you. Also, that block does show down there, I just didn't... I don't think it was here because of everything I did. Can I hit that? No, I think an arrow might be able to hit it, or will... I know there's a way to get it. I'm pretty sure an arrow might be able to get it. Either way, not worried about that. Not now, because I want to go up this way. Be ready to dash, because this floor is not safe. I might be able to hear it, but not actually see it. Floor collapses. So, be quick. Anyways, more darkness. Nope. So much for my shield. The shield might protect me from fireballs, but not fire. Yeah, I forgot all about that one. I'm pretty sure you can actually hit that one from the top if you just place a bomb and then throw it down. I think you are... Okay, bombs. Yeah, this is definitely a case where you need to have your situational awareness set. Because you may not have noticed it from the bridge because, oh god, the bridge was collapsing. There was a treasure chest over on the right-hand wall, but there didn't seem like to be able to good way to find it. That's why you had to keep a little bit of an eye open, so that you could eventually find this wall that could be broken. So we can go over here and get ourselves the hammer, the magic hammer. You can drive the wooden stakes down to the ground, and you can use it to pound other things too. Not a bad weapon. Honestly, in a randomizer, the hammer's actually an okay weapon. I would honestly prefer a sword. But for what you can get for this, it's not all that difficult. I apparently know my way out of this place better than I know my way going forward through this place. This thing also has the advantage of crushing skulls. We're a skull crusher, and we can flip turtles. Or whatever these things are technically called, I'm not even sure. All I know is that, kind of like turtles, you flip them over and they're helpless. Compass! Again, if it showed me where the treasure chests are, that could be a lot more useful. Anti-fairies, we know exactly what to do with you. Oh. I know what to do with you, it's just can I do it? Okay, this place I think is another place that you could easily forget, especially in a randomizer. But I think the items down here are just useless. Like that one was arrows and the front is... Oh no, that was a key. Although I think there's actually more keys in this dungeon than what you need, as long as you are prepared. Yeah, because I think if we go back up this way, there's a locked door to the south. Yeah, we don't have to open out that door. I believe there is nothing down this way, but I'm going to do it just because, one, I want to get rid of the keys, and two, just to show it off. Yeah, Bloopy. So, there we go. And you guys. Unfortunately, I can't hit them from up here, however... Ha! Love it. Okay, well, that way would take us back towards the entrance area, so let's go to the right-hand side. Also, if we decided we could have always just hit those pegs and came down this way. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, a button! But it has to be held down. A little bit annoying. Again, first time I played this, I got very much stuck on this. I remember I kept doing this puzzle again and again and again. Also, I got stuck not knowing how to fight these guys, so again, I kept doing things again and again and again. Okay, just you, just you. I don't know why Chalmy was just an idiot. Okay, thank you. Gonna get hit, don't get hit. This is another thing. I think I figured that one out just because I probably had the bow out, but... Another puzzle that could be a little bit... obtuse. I mean, yes, the statue sticks out and it looks odd, but the idea of stabbing it, I think, definitely could have used Sahasala to be like, hey, hit the statue in the eye. Oh, well. Either way, I want to go down here. Because, well, we still have to find a way to the dungeon boss. We haven't done that yet. We need some way to hit that, be it a boomerang, or a sword beam, or a bomb. Hopefully the game has us covered. Well, I don't mind those little block puzzles. Sometimes I look at them and I'm like, okay, this was literally just here for padding. Like, it didn't add anything of merit, really. Just a way to expand the time for like 5 seconds. Anyways, enemies defeated. I'm already back up to 600. How do I back up to 600 rupees? Okay, room. Very similar to something that you would see in Zelda 1. Either way, just hit this. And here we go, back down to the basement. It's the room with the anti-fairies and all the rupees. Now without the rupees. Oh, and the anti-fairies came back. Okay. Make sure you got the magic hammer ready, because we got a boss fight. Your wall for progressing towards the future of the game, the Hammerrock King. He has a mask of metal, which is why we need the mallet to essentially break his mask. I really do appreciate the fact that the first hit actually breaks off a chip of his mask, giving you a great idea of, okay, no, this is what I have to do. Just have to get in close and get ready. With his mask gone, you can either hit him with your sword, or better off just use the bow. Hit him in the jab. Come on. There we go. This guy was a real pain to me on the GBA. Now he's just nothing but filler. Was him defeated? Our first maiden. Odd that he has those spikes in the back, but I'm assuming that was probably there and designed to, like, tell the player, hey, you're not going after the tail. You have to find some other way to attack him. Otherwise, I don't know why that would be back there. But hello there! Link, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. This world used to be the Golden Land where the Triforce was hidden. But because Ganon, the boss of thieves, wished for the world was transformed, I'm sure he intended to conquer even all Lightworld after building his power here. He's trying to open a larger gate between worlds near the castle using our power. But the gate is not open completely yet. If we 7 maidens come together, we can break the barrier around Ganon's hiding place. I will tell you where the other girls are held. I believe you will destroy Ganon. I will return to my original form at that time. Do you understand? Yes. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. There we go. 1 maiden is saved. 6 remain. If we look at the map, we're shown crystals all over the place. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, I'm gonna tell you this right now. There are 3 dungeons we can do right now. That being dungeons 2, 3, and 4. Dungeon 5 and 6 are going to be locked to us until we actually finish Dungeon 4, and Dungeon 7 is going to be locked until we do Dungeons 4, 3, and 6, I believe. That being said, you want to leave Dungeon 7 for last. If I was doing this my way, I would go after Dungeon 4 first, believing that to be the easiest of the 6 dungeons, alongside having some of the best stuff that we can get after the fact. Dungeon 5, I would say for doing after Dungeon 6, because as an item in Dungeon 6, it makes it easier, but I will do these in order that the game shows. In part because, if it's your first time playing, that might be how you do it. Well, that's how I did the first time, because I'm like, oh, they're ordered, there's a number system to it, so that would have to be the way I have to do it, which is not how it actually works. But before we do anything, there are a few things that I want to say are now open up to us. Now that we got the hammer and we have the ability to actually progress through the world. And actually, I'm trying to think. I believe it's just going to be a lot easier going to the light world at this point, using the magic mirror, rather than trying to actually just progress through all of this. So, let's go. Now, technically, we could have done this stuff before defeating the Helmrock King. The only difference was that I needed the magical hammer to do what I'm going to do. And we couldn't get the magical hammer until we went into, the very least, the Dungeon of Darkness. So, should you somehow be having trouble, I say somehow, if you don't know the game, you don't know the game. If you're not used to the system, then you might not be used to this type of playstyle. So, let me rephrase that. If you are having trouble fighting the Helmrock King, I definitely recommend having the 3 bottles. I definitely recommend trying to get all the heart pieces. And if you're still having trouble, I believe there's a few more heart pieces that we can actually collect now. First, though, I want to go over to the left-hand side of Kakariko Village. Going further to the left. And I believe we want to enter... I think we have to enter the Lost Woods to do this. I could be wrong, but I think we have to enter the Lost Woods and just go to the southern portion of it. Go down this way, and make sure you have the hammer ready. Also, I want to say be careful of this tree. I want to say it's a trap. If I need the hammer to break those, lifts this up, and boom. With this, we are now in the Dark World on the other half. The issue is that we could not get to this side because this side is walled off. Well, that's actually a lie. We could have gone to this side. Trying to think. Oh, we couldn't get up this far because there's a boulder blocking the pathway down that way. We could have gone exploring a little bit more, but there's boulders like this that are unfortunately too heavy for even Link to lift, even with the Power Glove. But I know what I am doing, because I played this game a fair amount of time, so I know we can go over this way. Welcome To Thief's Town, the village of outcasts. People without rubies are not welcome here. Also, tree looking at me. Little creepy. Oh god. Quit bothering me and watch where you're going when you dash around. So, yeah, that tree would imply to be a person as well. That's kind of creepy. Either way, I want to go over here. There's one thing that we can do. Because there's a bunch of things we can do now. Hi, may I help you? You can open up 2 chests for 30 rupees. You want to play? I will play. So, in this game, I want to say it's completely random. You have a chance of finding yourself a heart piece. I don't know the odds. I don't know if there's any way to actually cheese the system. But yes, I mean, I could always use the rewind function. But I mean, I'm also getting a fair amount of money by doing it this way. So, I mean, I could just be getting lucky. And I mean, if you're not going to use the rewind system, then yeah, I'm going to be here for a little bit. There we go, hot piece. That's one piece we can get right now. I believe there's another one we can get right over this way. To the right-hand side of Thief's Town, which I have not actually gone to. No, I can't get that one until later on. Okay. There's one I can get south of this place. However, before I do that, I want to go up north. I want to go towards the where the sanctuary is in the Light World, which is just over to the right. Matter of fact, I want to go a little bit past that. I actually want to go over to the cemetery area. Or it's the cemetery in the Light World. Because there are a few... There's at least 2 things we can do out here. Thanks to the power of the magical mirror. Bees! Okay, first off, get rid of you. So, this thing can be a little bit annoying. I'm gonna do... Let's do this first. Go to the Light World. Okay, I can't stand right there. A little bit further south? Yes. Okay. Couldn't go before because there was a bush. Also, these ghosts I want to say show up because we defeated Agadim. So, the dash trick. I mentioned this before. Actually, no, you don't even need the dash trick. You just want to dash into this to open up this grave. The fun I want to say is not necessary to be in the game, but you're going to want to get everything. The magic cape. You are invisible when you wear it. Watch your magic meter. You're not only invisible, but technically invincible. You cannot get hit while you are using the cape. It is a very useful item at the cost of your magic. So keep that in mind. That's one thing I want to do. Another one is up this way. It's a little bit annoying, if I remember correctly. Actually, no, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to be. Okay, we got a cave. And what will be behind the cave? Another piece of heart. Alright, so that's 2 down. I don't have I have my list out, I just don't have it right in front of me at the moment. Because I'm trying to... I have a good idea of where some are. I will be looking at the notes in probably about a minute or 2. Just to make sure I found everything that I want. But actually there was one thing I did... that did slip my mind over at Kakariko. Well, sorry, south of Thief's Town. Sorry, not south. Right of Thief's Town, in that one area that I said, oh, we couldn't do anything. I believe there's something we can do there now in the Light World. That we just can't do anything now in the Dark World. Also, this, don't know what I'd say, I'm pretty sure there's nothing to that at all. Just more random pieces of grass. Okay, let's go to the Light World. Also, cuckoos! Never really talk about that, but, you know anything about Zelda, cuckoos can be a little bit dangerous. I guess I can show that off in just a minute. Either way, want to go down this way, get out our magic dust, and throw that dust into the soup. Yeah, blast you for waking me up from my deep, dark sleep. I mean, thanks a lot, sir. But now I'm gonna get my revenge on you. Get ready for it, yeah. Is that okay with you, sir? by waking up the bat. I love your misfortune. Now your magic power will drop by 1/2. Congratulations, do your best, even though I'm sure you won't be enough. Have a nice day, see ya. Yeah, he's a little awkward. He essentially doubles our magic meter. That's essentially what it does. Or another way to look at it is now all of our magic using items will use less magic. So despite the fact he curses us, it's actually more of a blessing. Alright, cuckoos! If you know anything about them, and this is a little bit terrible to do it, you can attack them. And if you attack them enough, it's gonna take some time. Not like Ocarina of Time, where it happens very quickly. Like at this point, this chicken would be nothing more than just... There we go, it's the chicken apocalypse! Run away! Yes, the attack of the cuckoos. I don't know why I never showed that off before, but yeah. Just a funny little thing. Good way of getting at people being like, wow, you're really a joke. Hello there, Froggy. Stick to the prawn, Froggy. Yes, either way. You can see right now, these were the blocks I was talking about before, how we couldn't get up to Thieves Town normally, if you don't know about that secret place. That is another minigame, but there's nothing up there for us other than cash. However, there's a minigame over this way. That is 100% RNG based. I mean 100%. Welcome to the treasure field. Any objects you dig... Oh. The objects that you dig... The object is to dig as many holes as you can in 30 seconds. Any treasures you dig up will be yours to keep. It's only 80 rupees to play. Do you want to play? Yes. Then I will lend you a shovel in your hands. Just press the right button to dig. This is 100% random. For every time you dig. Not every time you play. Every time you dig. So every time you dig, you have a chance of getting the item. And it's not like, oh, if I dig X amount of holes, I'll be guaranteed to find it. No. It is, as far as I can tell, 100% random. I spent like a half hour here once just trying to get the specific item that I am looking for. So, you could be here for a while. And the issue is, if you're gonna look for it, if you don't find it, you need to leave and come on back. I can definitely see if speedrunners have not found a way to actually maximize this being one of the worst things to do in a 100% speedrun. Because honestly, this is just... When you're stuck on RNG, you are in for a bad time, I feel. I mean, yes, you get a good chance because of all the holes that you can actually dig, but I mean... Look at that working out for me right now. On a casual playthrough, it's kind of fine, because it's not a bad way of making cash. But I mean, like, look at all that. I actually don't even know if I'm making money on this one. So, yes, if you're playing on the Nintendo Switch, I'm just gonna say, make your life a little bit easier, and just literally make a save state right before doing this game. Or literally make a save state right after hitting, I want to dig. Because, again, for my testing, I dug up a spot and found the item I'm looking for. I then reset to right before everything happened again, dug up the same spot, and it wasn't there. When I say this thing is awful. I'm gonna say, if you're gonna try to maximize your digging, Link will always, well, he will face right normally, unless you tell him to face another direction. But yeah, as you can see, this is just... Ugh. If I say just... Use the power that you're given to just make your life a little bit easier. I want to do the randomizers make it so that it's always guaranteed to be the first item you get, of which, thank God for that, because... Considering on a randomizer, it could be nothing more than cash, or it could be something like, I don't know, a sword? Just getting that right off the bat instead of having to keep on looking. There we go! Piece of heart. Pain in the neck. That might be one of, if not the worst heart pieces to get in the game. And I know this has been going on for a long episode, I want to stop when I know I got things out of the way. And I think these are the last two things that I can at least think of. that we can do now before I'm doing another dungeon. Otherwise, I'll be back next episode doing something else before I start the next dungeon. I knew there was a heart piece right here. And actually, I know there's another heart piece. I know there's another heart piece we can get, but I can always do that one next episode. Actually, no, I can't do that one yet. Dang it. So, yeah, this might be the last. I'm gonna go up this way. Back to where we saw the kid with the flute, playing back a while ago. After wandering into the world, I turned into this shape. I enjoyed playing the flute in the original world. There was a small grove where many animals gathered. I want to see that place again. I buried my flute there with some flower seeds. Will you try to find it for me? Yeah. Then, I'll lend you my shovel. Good luck. You are borrowing a shovel. You can use it to dig in many places. You never know what you'll find. So, yes. I'm gonna say right now, we don't keep the shovel in the SNES version of the game. In the GBA version, you actually keep the shovel. It becomes its own item. I don't know, we were told to dig where flowers are. I never read that as a kid, so I spent the entire time digging up this entire location. Just to find out, you had to dig up this specific spot right here to get the ocarina. Oh, here's the flute! Its music surely has some mysterious powers. Flute Boy goes back to the Dark World. Seems like he somehow has the power to go between worlds, but... yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Thank you, Link. But it looks like I can't play my flute anymore. Please, take it. If by chance you go to the village I lived in, please give it to a tired old man you'll find there. Well, my mind is getting hazy. Let me hear the sound of that flute one last time.